It is Morgan Media here to bring you culture and content. Talk about Keri, Hilson, and this Beyonce drama that's really not even drama. It's just an old topic that's getting brought back up here in 2025. See, a lot of y'all was too young to remember this, you know what I'm saying? But Keri Hilson had made a Turning Me On remix back in the day that was dissing Beyonce, and allegedly in her career pretty much never was the same because of it. So whenever she interviews, it's always something that gets brought up depending on who's interviewing her, you know, who knows about her and knows her history. They'll ask her that, you know, and that's what they did on the Breakfast Club. They asked her that question. She had a couple of things to say.
It's a regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words. I was on tour. Polo wanted me to do a remix to Turning Me On. Mm-hmm. He had produced the record, and I wasn't, because I was on tour with Lil Wayne. I wasn't able to, like, lay anything down. He had been on me for a couple weeks about, we need to do a remix. Okay, so I take off. It wasn't happening quick enough for him. I take off, we fly in, and he had another writer in our camp at the time. He had her write this, so he played it for me, like, this is the remix, because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to Turn Me On, like, The whole time I've been writing concepts, like, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse, and I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it, and I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful, you know what I mean?
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. You know.
Once she said that went viral. Ester came out because she was a part of writing that song as well, along with Polo the Don. She came out and, you know, about her part in the whole thing and just how she felt, and that she apologized to Keri, X, Y, and Z. Child, Keri was not really trying to hear that, really. She fired back and said something else. If y'all want to pause and read it, y'all can. But man, in all actuality, this whole situation, this whole thing is really redundant, to be completely honest. It's been years, it's been almost 2 decades, you know, since that happened. I can't really believe that Keri Hilson kind of snapped back at Ester the way she did, but you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, people were affected by this, and the person who was affected the most by it was Keri Hilson, so she has every right to feel how she feels about the situation. But it is unfortunate that it did happen, because apparently Keri saying she never dissed Beyonce, she never had a problem with Beyonce, so it's really jacked up. She said she was young and she really had no choice. I don't know. This was back in the day before artists really felt like they had a choice, before artists were really speaking up for themselves. So it's very much so believable that she had no choice but to record the diss record, and they just ran along with it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. That drama is old. You won't ever hear Beyonce talking about it. So I just think the interviewers, the journalists, I think they should really just stop asking Keri about Beyonce and leaving that alone as a whole, because clearly that's something that Keri is triggered about and don't play about. You know what I'm saying? But listen, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, do what you gotta do. As always, it's Juke from Morgan Media, and I'm gonna always bring you culture and content.